So, hi guys, Dennis here, my friend are with us, and tomorrow we want to make for us a good ride, and really for us it will be a big day because firstly we will pass the 200 kilos per one day with a great unicycles, the MonsterPRO. So I am and my friend Arvidas will go with a MonsterPRO. Our another friend Kazimieras will go with a Sherman. So three unicycles, three best unicycles in the world, I think. Yeah, why not? And our target is 200 kilometers. It is almost across all our sea, from the one side, from the Latvia, almost from the Latvia until the Russia, and we will go back, and I think we will cross about the 5 cities here. So the idea, we will go from the city Palanga to the city Nida, and this trip will took about the 95 kilos per one side. We will charge there and we'll go back, and if we will have some additional power to make more kilometers, because it will be about, the range will be about 190 kilos. So if we will still have the power, we will go more, and we will see how many kilometers more we can ride with unicycle. So let's see how we will perform that, and see you guys. Thank you.
Вітер радиче, капець, що створ.
Hi guys, this is Dennis Hagov. So we complete yesterday all our trip. 200 kilometers per day was done. 3 riders, 1 rider with a veteran Sherman, and I am and my friend with a MonsterPRO, 3 wheels. So 200 kilometers overall trip was done. And my short opinion, verdict and review about that trip. So today is the morning. Yesterday we complete the trip, but I decided to film today. We started yesterday about 8 o'clock, and our first stop was in about 30 kilometers away from here, from this place. This is Palanga, our city near the sea. So we start here, and after I think 40 minutes we was already in our city, in the 30 kilometers far away from here. It was a first small stop, about 5 minutes. So the speeds was 50, 60 till 70 kilometers per hour. So it was really very fast ride. And after that stop we pass across all the city, Klaipėda, and go for another side of this like now called the Neringa, and this is like the half of Iceland in here. So we need to go to the ship and to go to another side. So there was another, I think, 10-15 minutes till we were passing that type of river. So, and after that we stay on the wheels and pass more about 30 kilometers in all these very interesting roads. So one stop and we complete the 60 kilometers. So after that one stop we made another one stop. I think 20 minutes was the stop, just to rest. And after we stay on the wheel and we complete all our trip and we done first 90 kilometers. So it was really fast ride, but yeah, I think at the end about the 20 kilometers was left till the Neringa, and we needed to slow down just because we see that the battery cannot provide anymore such a voltage. So the batteries dry so fast and the trip, because we don't have had charges in all these stops. So we realized that if we will keep pushing it same like by 50-60 kilometers per hour, we will not be able to complete our trip in the Nering, and we will stop somewhere in the middle of a forest. So yes, the speed was reduced, and this is the first time we saw that really such a good wheels and such as riding in such a huge distance with such a speed. We are not enough with a Sherman, and we are not enough with a MonsterPRO even, just because of the speed, all this stuff. You know, the wheels are good and you can push it faster and faster and faster, and with all this driving dynamics, cornering and so on. Really, we was going really very fast in the sea. You can see it on the video. But it was the message that the battery is still not enough to provide such a big fun for such a long trip. So we stopped in the Nida, and this was our final spot. You can see on the map. So where we have our lunch and charging was about 2.5 hours, I think. We charged not till 100% because of the time we needed to start returning back, but overall about 95% was charged for all 3 wheels, and we was using the 8 amp chargers. So for the Sherman and for my friend MonsterPRO, they use it with 3 amps charger and 5 amp chargers. It's plugged together to get 8 amps, and I was using my own 1 8 amps charger. So overall all wheels charged I think about the same time of the charging was. So it was good because our discharge was about the same and our charging time was about the same too. So there was able to do that together, and nobody needed to wait, for an hour. So this is very important part too, to have the same possibilities as to the wheels and overall. So after we started turning back, so our speed was still good when we go back, because we understand that in the past of all these kilometers we will begin to tire and our speed will be reduced. So we tried to push as many kilometers in the first part of the run and with a greater speed. So we stay in Venida, and per one trip back we made 38 kilometers per one stay on the wheel. So the small pause was there in the Jotkrante, about 10 minutes, and we push it back till the Klaipėda, go on our side from this, not the river, but I don't know how to call that, let it be a river. So we needed to pass this canal with the water where the ships are going to the port. So we pass it to another side and push it more till the small city, small country here, so not country but small city, Karkle. We left about 20 kilometers till our this starting point, just because we see that the batteries was not charged fully in Venida, so we needed to charge it once more here in the Karkle. So we stay for the additional 1.5 hours for the charge, take a rest, and after we go here to the Palanga, made the 180 kilometers overall, and we pass the city and go to another city more, to the Šventoje, and go back here to the Palanga, and overall we made 200 kilometers. So yes, about the feelings, so the feelings are great. I thought it would be more harder to ride such a distance, but no, with such a fast speed, good wheels, comfortable wheels, because the MonsterPRO is I think the best wheel in the market, can provide you such a comfort and such a stability and the fast speed for the long riding. So just pass all these kilometers, we understand that yes, it is very comfortable to ride such a huge speed. Of course you need to pay a lot of time in attention on the road, so it's a little bit tiring, but overall you can just stay on that wheel and you can push it, and you really get your fun in all this trip for sure. The weather yesterday was not so good. It was quite cold, because we thought we can make another 1 hour charge, and we thought we can make an additional 30 kilometers, but just it was very cold, and we was sitting outside because of a coronavirus, so the restaurants inside are closed. So we needed to wait outside, and that was, to wait just to stay or sit and wait outside, like I'm sitting here in the cold weather without the sun. It's really quite hard stuff. It was not about the riding was hard, but just to sit and wait for the charging, it was more harder, I think, for me. So we decided to just complete the trip with 200 kilometers and end this trip in the digits we was planning. But really, as for my feeling, yes, as I said, we could made more, about 30 kilometers for sure, if the weather would be better here. So, but overall, just to finalize my speech, so the overall mad, and today what I just don't feel something different, and don't feel like I'm very tired now today. Yes, the legs a little bit, the legs are saying me that yes, something was yesterday and the trip was quite big, but I think it's just because I'm not riding now a lot with wheels. So yes, I made my trips 10-15 kilometers, but not so big huge trips, per day. So only the legs a little bit, giving me to understand what yes, I had the trip yesterday, but overall condition, my condition is just perfect, and I'm really ready to race once more for sure. So yes, unicycles, up-to-date unicycles, very fast unicycles, can perform 200 kilometers with no problem, and you just can cruise everywhere you want. So thank you for watching. This is Denis Hagov, our electrotransport store EUC.cl. See you guys.